Hi students, today we are going to see assumption, concept 1, same concept, continuation of the surface area of combination of solids, right? Surface area of a combination of solids. Sum number 6, right? From a solid right circular cylinder of height 2.4 centimeter and radius 0.7 centimeter. A right circular cone of same height and same radius is cut out. Find the surface area of the remaining solid. Find the surface area of the remaining solid. So in this question they are discussing about cylinder and cone, right? Right circular cylinder and cone. So first we will write the given, right? First we will start out the given from the question. So they are discussing about cylinder and cone. Cylinder and cone, right? Right circular cylinder and right circular cone. So what are the givens we are having? Cylinder. Height of a cylinder is equal to 2.4 centimeter. H is equal to 2.4 centimeter, right? And radius is equal to 0.7 centimeter. Radius is equal to 0.7 centimeter. So whenever we are having the decimal, I ask you to change in terms of fraction. So 2.4 is nothing but 24 by 10 centimeter. Height is equal to 24 by 10 centimeter and radius is equal to 7 by 10 centimeter, right? Cone, same height and same radius, right? So for cone also the same height and same radius. So h is equal to 2.4 centimeter. I'm just converting 24 by 10 centimeter and radius of cone is equal to 0.7 centimeter, converting in terms of fraction 7 by 10 centimeter, right? Suppose if you are having a different height and different radius, you have to differentiate h1, h2, r1, r2, like this you have to differentiate. But here both are same, so I have taken as it is, right? I have taken as it is, right? Then now I am going to draw the diagram. They didn't give the diagram by the question, while from the question we are going to draw the diagram. From a solid right circular cylinder, so solid right circular cylinder, from a solid right circular cylinder, right, of height and radius, a right circular cone of same height, right, of same height and same radius is cut out. What is my cut out? Just removing, right? Same height of the cone and same radius of the cone, right? Same height of the cone and same radius of the cone. I'm just drawing that same radius and with the same height, right? And with the same height. The same radius means the base should be base or top, right? I am just removing from the base, so base should be same, right? The base should be same and height also same, right? So I'm just removing the, what is it? I'm just removing the right circular cone, right? Now what they ask you to find the surface area of the remaining solid. Surface area means I told you that we want to find the total surface area, right? We want to find the total surface area of the solid. That only we want to find, right? Surface area of solid, that is nothing but total surface area of a solid, right? See that whenever we want to find the surface area of a solid, you just keep that solid in your hand, right? You just assume that you are having this solid, right? You are having a solid. That solid is nothing but cylinder, right? Wooden solid, right? Wooden cylinder, right? In the wooden cylinder we have removed a cone. We have removed a cone, right? We have removed a cone. You just think that if you are painting the solid, what are the areas, surface areas you are having, right? Just think that just you want to paint this solid, right? How the solid will be? You are having a right circular cylinder and inside the cylinder, right, one cone has been removed, right? Same height and same radius of one cone has been removed, right? Just think that, right? Now you want to paint the solid, right? That is something, but we are going to find the TSA of solid, total surface area of a solid. You are going to paint one by one, right? First part is something but curved surface area of a cylinder. I'm just painting the outer surface of the solid. Outer surface is nothing but curved surface area of a cylinder. So CSA of cylinder, right? CSA of cylinder. Next, we are having the area of top and the area of bottom for a cylinder, right? Area of top and area of bottom. But in the bottom, I just removed the cone, right? I just removed the cone. That means one side there is no base, there is no bottom, right? There is no bottom. While we are removing, right, you are having a wooden solid, right? Just imagine if you are having a wooden solid, right, and you are just removing the cone shape inside the solid, right? Then the top or bottom, I am just removing from the bottom, so the bottom will be open, right? The bottom will be open. There is no area for the cylinder, right? There is no bottom area for this cylinder, right? So but we are having the top, right? But we are having the top. So CSF, first I am just painting the CSF cylinder, plus I am just adding one by one, and next I am just painting the area of the top, right? Area of top of a cylinder, right? Plus still we are having some more area. What is that area means? Inside the cylinder, after removing the cone, inside the cylinder we are having some area, right? Inside the cylinder, what is the area we are having inside the cylinder after removing the cone, right? Before removing the cone, there is no area inside the cylinder, right? Because the top and bottom has been closed, right? But see here in the down, right, I have removed the cone from the cylinder. So inside I have a area, surface area of a cone, right? I have a surface area of a cone. There also I'm just painting. I'm just calculating that area also. That is also coming under the total surface area of a solid, right? Now you are painting the inside of a cylinder. What is the shape of inside of a cylinder? That is nothing but CSA of a cone, right? Curved surface area of a cone, right? CSA of cone. Therefore TSA of solid is equal to CSA of cylinder, right? CSA of cylinder plus area of top plus CSA of cone. Inside the cylinder is nothing but we are having cone shape. Understood? Just imagine now you are having this solid, right? Now you are having this solid, and now you are going to paint all the areas, right? One by one, just paint. Just you are calculating all the areas one by one. You are painting. First I am painting the CSA of cylinder, outer side of a cylinder, CSA of cylinder. Next I am just painting the area of top, right? And there is no bottom, but inside we are having one shape, right? Inside we are having some area that is nothing but cone, right? I'm just painting the inside of a cylinder is nothing but cone, right? That is nothing but curved surface area of a cone, right? Now we know all the formulas, substitute, and we are having all the values, simplify, and directly we'll get the answer. What is the formula for CSA of cylinder? 2 pi r h, right? 2 pi r h plus area of top. What is the shape of area of top? Pi r square, circle, right? So pi r square plus CSA of cone. What is the formula of CSA of cone? Pi r L, right? Pi r L. See, while we are solving, we are having two ways, right? We are having two ways. One is nothing but first we can take the common term. First, right? From the first itself, from the starting itself, we are solving the formula. What is the common terms? If any common terms are there, just taking common term outside, and afterwards you are substituting and simplifying. That is the one way, that is easy way, right? But if you can means you can go with that method, right? Otherwise, separately, 2 pi r h separately you are finding, pi r square separately you are finding, pi r L separately you are finding. After that you are adding all the three terms, right? How we can find? Whether we can find separately, or shall I simplify now itself and then solve. Now I am going to substitute separately, I am going to simplify separately, right? But if you can see that what are the common terms we are having? Pi, right? And r, see that r, for all the three terms r is common. So just take the pi r commonly outside, then what is the remaining in the first term? 2h, second term r, third term L. Substitute and simplify, it will be very easy, but afterwards I am solving. Now I am solving directly, right? So see that we are having radius, height, pi value. We know the pi value, r value, pi value, r value. But we don't know the value of L, right? L is nothing but square root of h square plus r square, right? So we know the value of h and we know the value of r. Substitute and simplify, we will get the value of L. So first I am just finding the L. After that I am just substituting and simplifying, right? So L is equal to square root of h square plus r square. L is equal to square root of h square plus r square. So shall I find here? L is equal to square root of h square plus r square. We know the value of h. What is the h? 24 by 10. R is equal to 7 by 10. Substitute here. Square root of 24 by 10 the whole square, right? Plus 7 by 10 the whole square. it is equal to square root of, right, 24 square. 24 square is nothing but 576 divided by 100. 10 square 100 plus 7 square 49 divided by 100, right? See, the denominators are same. So square root of denominators is nothing but 100. 576 plus 49. 576 plus 49, 625. 625 divided by 100, right? What is the square root of 625 and what is the square root of 100? 625 is something but 25. Square root of 100 is equal to 10. So L is equal to 25 divided by 10. L is equal to 25 divided by 10. You can take L is equal to what is the value? 25 divided by 10. If you want to change in terms of decimal, 2.5, right? Now we got all the values, right? Now I'm going to substitute separately, right? First I'm going to substitute the value of 2 pi r h. 2 into 22 by 7 into, what is the value of radius? Radius of cylinder is nothing but same thing only. 7 by 10 into height is nothing but, what is the value of height? 24 by 10, right? 24 divided by 10. Close the bracket, plus next I'm going to substitute the value of pi r square. This is nothing but 22 by 7 into radius is nothing but 7 by 10 into 7 by 10, right? Close the bracket. Next plus, open the bracket, pi r l, right? Pi r l. What is the value of pi? 22 by 7 into radius is nothing but 7 by 10 into l is nothing but 25 by 10, right? 25 divided by 10. Close the bracket. Simplify. First you have to simplify all the values by separately. After that only we want to, after doing all the simplification, then only we want to add all the 3 terms, right? So simplify. So 7 will get cancelled, right? And 10 multiples, right? So better you can simplify. There is no 5 multiples. So first you can multiply all the numerator, then denominator 10 into 10, 100. 2 digit before, if you are putting a point, it will be very easy, right? So 2 into 22 into 24 divided by 10 into 10, right? 10 into 10 plus, next simplification, 7 cancel. Next 22 into 7 divided by 10 into 10, right? Plus, here simplification, 7 get cancelled, and 5 multiples also there, 2 multiples also. You can simplify 2 times 5 times, right? And 2 table 1 times 11 times. So remaining what is that? 11 into 5 divided by 10, right? Multiply and you can write it. Just multiply the values. 24 into 22, 528. 528 into 2, 1056. 1056 divided by 100, right? Plus 22 into 7. 22 7s are 154, right? 154 divided by 100. Plus 11 5s are 55. 55 divided by 10, right? Now it is easy to simplify, right? Dividing by 100 means 2 digit before we want to put a point. So 10.56 plus divided by 100. 154 divided by 100. 1.54, right? 2 digit before we are putting point. 55 divided by 10. So 1 digit before we want to put a point. 5.5. Now you can add all the 3 terms. While I am adding all the values, what I am getting? 17.5 centimeter square. 17.6 centimeter square. Therefore, TSA of solid is equal to, right? TSA of the given solid is equal to 17.6 centimeter square. Understood? Area of combination of solid, how we are finding, understood? That's very important, right? So number 7, a cubical block, cube, right? Cubical block of side 7 centimeter is surmounted by a hemisphere, right? Surmounted means the top they are keeping the hemisphere, right? In the top of cube they are keeping the hemisphere, right? So what is the greatest diameter of the hemisphere? Can have, find the surface area of the solid. Find the surface area of the solid. So first we can draw the diagram. Before that, first we will fill the givens, right? So here they are discussing about 2 shape, right? One is nothing but cube, another one is nothing but hemisphere. So cube and hemisphere. Cube and hemisphere, right? For a cube, we are having only one given, that is nothing but side alone. Side of a cube is equal to 7 centimeter. Side of a cube is equal to 7 centimeter. For a hemisphere, right? For a hemisphere, total surface area of a hemisphere is nothing but what is it? 3 pi r square. curved surface area of a hemisphere is nothing but 2 pi r square, right? So for that radius alone needed, right? Radius of hemisphere alone needed, but we don't know radius of a hemisphere, but we can find how we are going to find. That is very important. The radius of hemisphere is nothing but that only they are asking what is the greatest diameter of the hemisphere can have, right? So what is the greatest diameter? First we are going to find the diameter of the hemisphere, right? Greatest diameter of the hemisphere, right? Find the surface area also we are going to find. So to find this nothing but surface area of the solid, a cubical block surmounted by a hemisphere, right? Surmounted by a hemisphere. And this is the shape. Now see that the side of a cube is nothing but how much? 7 centimeter, right? Each is nothing but 7 centimeter. Each side of a cube is nothing but 7 centimeter, right? Now what they asking, what is the greatest diameter of the hemisphere? What is the greatest diameter? See that this is a side of a cube is nothing but 7 centimeter. Then the cube, right? The diameter of a hemisphere is also equal to 7 centimeter, right? So diameter of a hemisphere is equal to 7 centimeter, right? Diameter of a hemisphere. So D is equal to 7 centimeter. Then radius of hemisphere is equal to, what is the radius of hemisphere? Radius of hemisphere is equal to 7 by 2 centimeter, right? 7 by 2 centimeter. Here what we want to find, what is the greatest diameter of the hemisphere can have, and next to find the surface area of the solid. So first we want to find the greatest diameter of the hemisphere. That is nothing but greatest possible diameter of the hemisphere is equal to 7 centimeter, right? Greatest possible of a diameter of the hemisphere is equal to side of the cubical block. What is the side of the cubical block? 7 centimeter. So diameter is equal to 7 centimeter. So radius is equal to 7 by 2 centimeter, right? Now we are having cube as well as now we know the side of a cube, and we know the radius of the hemisphere also. Now what we want to find, surface area of a solid. So surface area of the solid is equal to, right? Surface area of the solid is equal to, right? I told you that whenever we are having a combination of a solids, right? Just think that you are going to find the surface area. Whenever you are going to find the surface area, just imagine now you are having this solid, right? Now you are having this solid in your hand, right? Now you are going to paint this solid. Right? Likewise only it is easy to find the surface area of the solid, right? So first which area you are painting? See that, just think that you are painting the all the 4 sides of a cube, right? CSA of cube, right? CSA of cube, and at the base also we can paint, right? And the top, right? And the top, a hemisphere is surmounted, right? Hemisphere is surmounted. So remaining area of the side of a cube is nothing but also we want to calculate, right? Remaining surface area of a cube also we want to calculate. How we are going to calculate means it's very simple, right? So while we are surmounting the hemisphere, right, what is the shape of the base of the hemisphere? Area of a circle, right? Circle. That circle alone has been hidden, or circle alone has been close to the top of the cube, right? Closed the top of the cube, right? So we can't paint the top of the see, in the top of the cube we can't paint entirely, right? Only we can paint in this part alone, right? Except the area of the circle alone, right? The base of hemisphere is nothing but circle in shape. Except the circle shape we want to paint the remaining, so we want to calculate this area also. So very simple. So total surface area, right? Total surface area is nothing but total surface area of cube, that is nothing but we are finding all the 6 sides, right? Area of 6 sides, that is nothing but TSA of cube, right? TSA of cube, right? In the total surface area of a cube, one part alone has been hidden, right? One part alone, we can't paint that part alone. Which part means, while we are surmounting the hemisphere, right, in the top of a cube, the area of circle shape has been hidden. We can't calculate, we can't paint the particular area, so we have to subtract from the total surface area. Understood? Total surface area of cube is nothing but calculating all the six sides, right? All the six faces, calculating is nothing but TSA of cube. In the top alone, we want to calculate this part alone. How we can calculate this part means area of this face minus area of the circle, right? Area of a circle. So minus area of circle. Understood? Area of circle, right? While we are subtracting the area of circle, we will got the area of the cube alone, right? Still we are having one more area. What is it? When we are surmounting the hemisphere on the top of a cube, right? When we are having one more shape. What is it? One more solid is there. One more shape. What is it? Hemisphere is there. The top of hemisphere also we want to calculate, right? What is the, while we are painting the top of a hemisphere, how it will be? What is the formula for finding the top of a hemisphere? Understood? The top of the hemisphere is nothing but CSA of a hemisphere, right? The top of a hemisphere, right? See, this is a cube, right? Once again, you just imagine now you are having a cubical shape, right? Solid cubical shape surmounted by a hemisphere. You are painting, right? So first you are painting all the four sides of a cube, and down also you are painting, right? In the top, right? In the top, already what is it? One hemisphere is surmounted, right? So remaining space alone we are, what is it? We are painting. So the total surface area of a cube is nothing but TSA of cube minus area of circle. And next, the hemisphere is surmounted. So we want to paint the top of the hemisphere also, right? The top of hemisphere is nothing but CSA of hemisphere. So we want to add CSA of hemisphere. Why we are calculating the CSA of hemisphere? Because the base of the hemisphere, right? The base of the hemisphere has been hidden inside the cube. So we can't use TSA, right? Only we are painting the curved surface area alone, right? Only we are calculating the curved surface area of a hemisphere, right? So TSA of cube minus area of circle plus CSA of hemisphere. Why I am subtracting area of circle? In the top of the cube, area of circle has been hidden by the hemisphere. We can't paint that, right? You just imagine. That's very important, right? Why I'm just repeating continuously, I'm repeating means you have to understand, right? That's very important. By understanding only we see, like these kind of sums, this kind of model sums only they will ask. You want to understand. So how we want to find, what are the areas we are having? But we are having the formula, directly we can use the formula, but what formula we want to use, that only we are needed. That's very important, right? That's why I'm just repeating continuously, right? So now we know that TSA of cube formula, area of circle formula, CSA of hemisphere formula. We want to, by substituting the values in the formula and simplifying, directly will get the surface area of the solid, right? So TSA of cube minus area of circle plus CSA of hemisphere. Understood? This is very, very important, right? Substitute the formula. TSA of cube is equal to 6a square, right? 6a square minus area of circle pi r square minus CSA of hemisphere, minus plus CSA of hemisphere is nothing but 2 pi r square, right? So I told you that we are having two methods. One is nothing but substituting one by one, simplifying. After that we will add all the three or subtract or whatever it may be, right? Otherwise, first is from the starting itself we are simplifying the formula, right? Shall I simplify and shall I solve the sum? Say 6a square. This is not common for these two terms, right? We can't. But see the second term and third term, how it will be? Minus pi r square plus 2 pi r square. Both are having pi r square, 2 pi r square, right? Shall I simplify? Minus term plus term. So 2 pi r square minus pi r square, you will get pi r square, right? So 6a square plus pi r square, right? See 2 pi r square, 2 pi r square, right? 2 times of pi r square minus pi r square. 2x minus x, same like that. 2x minus x is equal to x. 2x, among the 2x I am subtracting 1x, remaining is equal to x. Likewise 2 pi r square minus pi r square is equal to plus pi r square, right? Now substitute and simplify. 6 into, what is the value of a? 7, right? 7 square. So 7 square plus 22 by 7 into 7, right? Simplify. 7 get cancelled. 7 square 49, right? 6 into 49, right? 6 into 49 plus 22 into 7 is equal to 6 into 49. How much? 49 into 6 is equal to 294 plus 154. 22 7s are 154. 294 plus 154 is equal to, sorry, small mistake ma. Actually, what is the diameter equal to 7 centimeter? What is radius? Radius is equal to 7 by 2 centimeter, right? So r square is nothing but 7 by 2, right? 7 by 2, 7 by 2, right? Simplify 1 times, 11 times. So 11 into 7 by 2, right? 11 into 7 by 2. 11 sevens are 77. 77 divided by 2, 33.5, right? We'll be adding these two. 294 plus 33.5 is equal to 332.5 centimeters square. Therefore, total surface area of solid is equal to, right? Total surface area of solid is equal to 332.5 centimeters square, right? Still we can see one more sum. Already 25 minutes over, 26 minutes over, so we have to go very fast, right? So yeah, a solid is in the form of right circular cylinder with hemispherical ends. Hemispherical ends. They are discussing about cylinder and hemisphere, right? Cylinder, right circular cylinder and hemisphere, right? Cylinder and hemisphere. Hence, the total height of the solid is 50 centimeter and the diameter of the cylinder is 28 centimeter. Find the total surface area of the solid, right? So, one by one we are going to find. First, I am going to draw the diagram, right? This is the hemisphere. We are having cylinder ended with the two hemispheres, right? Hemispherical ends. So, on the top also we are having hemisphere, down also. Two hemispheres are there, one cylinder. The total height of the solid is in the total height of the solid is equal to 50 centimeter, right? 50 centimeter. The total height of the solid is 40 centimeter and the diameter of the cylinder is nothing but 28 centimeter, right? Diameter D is equal to 28 centimeter. Then radius of cylinder is equal to how much? 14 centimeter. Radius of cylinder is equal to 14 centimeter. So radius is equal to 14 centimeter. Radius is equal to 14 centimeter, right? Radius of cylinder is equal to 14 centimeter. See that both the base or top of cylinder and hemisphere are same, right? That means the radius of cylinder is equal to 14 centimeter and the radius of hemisphere is also 14 centimeter, right? The radius of cylinder is equal to 14 centimeter, right? The hemisphere has been ended with the cylinder, so both the radius are same. So the radius of hemisphere r is equal to 14 centimeter, right? So for finding the surface area, radius is surface area of hemisphere, radius is enough. For finding the surface area of a cylinder, we need height, right? But they have given the height of the total height of the solid is nothing but 50 centimeter. The total height is 50 centimeter. Now we want to find the height of the cylinder alone, right? This is nothing but total height of the solid, right? The complete height of solid is nothing but 50 centimeter. But we need a height of the cylinder alone, right? Height of the cylinder alone we want to find. How we are going to find means, see, radius of hemisphere 14 centimeter. Then height of the hemisphere also what is it? 14 centimeter. Here also the height of the hemisphere is nothing but 14 centimeter. So height of cylinder is nothing but 50 centimeter, right? 50 centimeter minus 14. Just subtract the top of hemisphere and bottom of, right? Height of the top hemisphere and height of the bottom hemisphere. The remaining height is nothing but height of the cylinder. So 14, 28. 50 minus 28, right? 50 minus 28 centimeter is equal to 22 centimeter. The height of cylinder is equal to, right? The height of cylinder is equal to 22 centimeter. Got it? Height of centimeter is equal to 22 centimeter. Now we know the height, radius, all those things. Then directly we can find it, right? So what we want to find? So TSA of solid, right? Total surface area of solid is equal to the same methodology only, right? Total surface area of a solid. So one by one we can find it, right? First you are painting the curved surface area of a cylinder, right? CSA of cylinder, right? And see that the top of cylinder and base of the hemisphere has been hidden. Now we are not going to paint the top of cylinder as well as base of the hemisphere. So remaining what is that? CSA of hemisphere plus CSA of hemisphere 2 times, right? Both hemispheres are same. So CSA of hemisphere plus CSA of hemisphere 2 times of CSA of hemisphere, right? 2 times of CSA of hemisphere. Understood? CSA of cylinder outer side and 2 times of CSA of hemisphere top and bottom. That is number total area of a solid. What is the formula of CSA of cylinder? Shall I simplify directly and explain? Simplify. 1 times 7 2s are 14. Here 1 times 2 times are 14. I substitute the values, right? 2 into 2 pi r square. CSA of hemisphere is number 2 pi r square. 2 hemispheres are there. So 2 into 2 pi r square, right? 2 into 22 44. 2 into 22 44. 2 2s are 4. 4 into 22 88. 2 14s are 28. When you are multiplying 44 into 44 1936 plus 88 into 28 2464. We'll be adding these to 4400 centimeter square. Surface area of a solid is equal to 4400 centimeter square. Right? Now do your homework sums.